When I was 8, I buried my childhood doll, Rosie, deep in the woods behind my grandma's house, swearing I'd never look at her stitched smile again. Yesterday, 15 years later, Rosie appeared on my apartment doorstep, mud still caked in the seams of her yellow dress. At first, I laughed it off, some cruel prank, maybe a forgotten box in storage, but when I picked her up, her glassy blue eyes seemed to shift, following me as I carried her inside. I chalked it up to paranoia, but something about the way she sat perched on my kitchen counter made my skin crawl. That night, I heard faint, deliberate shuffling from the living room. My phone's flashlight cut through the darkness, illuminating Rosie propped against the couch, though I left her in the kitchen. Her head tilted just enough to catch the light, eyes glinting in the beam. I told myself I must have moved her and forgotten. Stress, that's all, but every time I blinked, I swore her gaze was a little closer, her stitched mouth stretched wider. Determined to be rid of her, I wrapped Rosie in an old towel and hurled her into the apartment's dumpster. As I walked away, I heard a muffled sound, soft, almost melodic, echoing from the bin. When I got back upstairs, my heart thudded in my chest. Rosie was sitting on my bed, her muddy dress leaving stains on the sheets. My breath caught as she turned her head, and in a voice that sounded like static through a broken radio, she whispered the childhood nickname only my late mother used for me, Little Star. Paralyzed, I watched as Rosie's tiny stitched hand reached down, brushing my arm with a freezing touch that stole the warmth from my skin. The wall seemed to pulse with her static-laced whispers, every syllable tugging at a memory I'd tried to bury long ago. I realized, too late, that Rosie hadn't just come back for me, she'd brought something else with her from those woods. Now, every time I close my eyes, I hear her calling, and I know I'll never be alone again.